Chapter 71. You are listening at novelfull.audio. One of the vines just fell on Lin Feng. Lin Feng twisted and dispersed, disappearing on the spot. This snow monster is too difficult to deal with. Lin Feng appeared outside the ice crystal vines, still with lingering fear. If he had been a little slower just now, he would have been eliminated directly. If I had more telekinetic weapons, I should be able to kill this snow monster. No, aren't there a lot of telekinetic weapons here? Lin Feng looked up at the telekinetic weapons that kept passing through the sky. Although these telekinetic weapons were not his, as long as his mental power was stronger than the owner, he could replace them and control those telekinetic weapons. I should be able to control their telekinetic weapons, right? Lin Feng muttered to himself, whoosh whoosh whoosh. Suddenly, more than a dozen ice crystal vines sprang out from the ground and whipped Lin Feng. Lin Feng used Phantom Clone to dodge, and at the same time, he urged his mental power to try to control the mental weapons flying overhead. What's going on? How could my mental weapon be taken away by someone? Who is so shameless that he forcibly controlled my mental weapon? No, whose mental power is so terrifying that he can forcibly control our mental weapons? Xiao Lin. It's Xiao Lin who controlled our mental weapons. That the whole square was noisy. Everyone's eyes were all on Lin Feng. At this moment, Lin Feng was controlling more than 20 mental weapons at the same time, falling towards the huge snow monster. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. More than 20 mental weapons instantly penetrated the snow monster. The snow monster twisted and dispersed, and Lin Feng's points increased by 3 points again. You can really control other people's telekinetic weapons. Lin Feng raised his mouth and looked up at the other telekinetic weapons in the sky. His limit is to control more than 30 telekinetic weapons at the same time. Now he only controls more than 20, far from reaching the limit. Give it to you. Lin Feng forcibly controlled the rest of the telekinetic weapons. One by one, the telekinetic weapons were constantly controlled by Lin Feng and fell to the surrounding snow monsters. The snow monsters were pierced by the dense telekinetic weapons one after another, and finally twisted and dispersed. Lin Feng's points also began to rise rapidly. No way, Xiao Lin can actually control more than 30 telekinetic weapons at the same time. Xiao Lin, a warrior of the first level of the War King realm, how can he control so many telekinetic weapons at the same time? A warrior of the first level of the War King realm, no matter how powerful he is, can only control about 5 telekinetic weapons at most. The contestants around opened their mouths wide, shocked. Li Wuchang frowned, his expression solemn. It was also the first time he saw a warrior of the first level of the War King realm controlling more than 30 telekinetic weapons at the same time. The most important thing is that after Lin Feng controlled more than 30 telekinetic weapons at the same time, killing snow monsters was as easy as cutting melons and vegetables. A large number of snow monsters were constantly killed by Lin Feng. Lin Feng's points were also rising rapidly. It's still easiest to kill monsters with telekinetic weapons. It's a pity that these telekinetic weapons are all other people's. It would be great if these telekinetic weapons were mine. Lin Feng muttered to himself and continued to control the telekinetic weapons to kill the snow monsters around him. As more and more snow monsters were killed by Lin Feng's aura became stronger and stronger. His cultivation quickly broke through to the second level of the War King realm. Jianghai Hotel, the customers' expressions froze, staring blankly at the holographic projection in the center of the hotel. They never expected that Lin Feng would crush everyone and always stay in first place. Now Lin Feng is controlling more than 30 telekinetic weapons at the same time, killing snow monsters in the snow. Is this really something a warrior of the first level of the War King realm can do? Is he really a vocational high school student? He can actually control more than 30 telekinetic weapons at the same time. Oh my god, he can actually control more than 30 telekinetic weapons at the same time. How did he do it? No, it's okay that he can control more than 30 telekinetic weapons at the same time. The most important thing is that he controls other people's telekinetic weapons, which means that his mental power is far superior to those provincial champions. Fuck, how can such a monster go to a vocational high school? Which fool didn't have eyes to eliminate him? That the whole hotel was noisy. Some people even took out their mobile phones and recorded the holographic projection in the center. after the recording was completed, those people immediately uploaded the video to the internet, and wrote, "This is the vocational high school student you once looked down on." Yanjing City, Northern Military Region, General Gu, Major General Zheng, Major General Su and others. His expression was frozen, and he stared blankly at the holographic projection in the center of the conference room. They originally thought that Lin Feng was just a high school student with no practical experience. Facts have proved that Lin Feng is indeed just a high school student with no practical experience. But Lin Feng's strength and mental power are ridiculously strong. With his absolute strength advantage, Lin Feng ranked first in the first assessment of the second round. In the second round of the second assessment, Lin Feng ranked first again. With his strong mental power. Now Lin Feng is controlling more than 30 mental weapons at the same time, and he is madly brushing points. Lin Feng's current score is already a cliff-like lead. Is this really a warrior at the first level of the War King realm? Can a warrior at the first level of the War King realm control so many telekinetic weapons at the same time? No way. A warrior at the first level of the War King realm actually controls more than 30 telekinetic weapons at the same time. This is a monster. Even Ning Yang, the strongest man on Blue Star, couldn't control more than 30 telekinetic weapons when he was at the first level of the War King realm. Lin Feng is really a monster, that everyone in the conference room exclaimed in admiration. Major General Su picked up the water cup in front of him, took a sip of water, and said, "Major General Zheng, didn't you just say that Lin Feng has no actual combat experience and will definitely be ranked behind in the second round? How come Lin Feng is still the first now?" From the battle just now, Lin Feng does not have any actual combat experience, but his strength and mental power are too strong. Major General Zheng curled his lips and said, "Major General Su, didn't you agree with my point of view just now? What do you mean by questioning me now?" Major General Su. Major General Su's old Facehong shamelessly shook her head and said, "Major General Zheng, I didn't agree with your point of view just now, you must have remembered it wrong." Major General Su, you are so shameless. Major General Zheng curled his lips and said, "It seems that Lin Feng will take the first place in the Olympiad this time. I'm afraid this will be the first time in the history of our Olympiad that a vocational high school student has taken the first place in the Olympiad. The Olympiad has not ended yet, and the final result is really uncertain." General Gu, who was sitting right above, suddenly said, "Don't forget, there is still a third round of this Olympiad." Chapter 72. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Don't forget, there is still a third round in the Olympics. General Gu spoke. General Gu, there is indeed a third round in the Olympics. With the strength shown by Lin Feng, who dares to challenge him and take points from him in the third round? Major General Su spoke. Major General Su, you are wrong about this. Major General Zheng shook his head and said, "The reason why Lin Feng is so powerful now is because Lin Feng forcibly controls other people's telekinetic weapons. If it comes to the third round of competition, where will Lin Feng get so many telekinetic weapons to control? Once Lin Feng does not have so many telekinetic weapons, Lin Feng's strength will naturally be greatly reduced. At that time, Li Wuchang can challenge Lin Feng, get Lin Feng's points, and rank first." This. Major General Su picked up the tea in front of him, took a sip, and sighed, "It's a pity that Lin Feng lost this time because of money. If Lin Feng had enough money to buy more telekinetic weapons, he would definitely be able to stay in first place this time. Lin Feng did lose money this time." Major General Zheng nodded and said, "However, with the strength shown by Lin Feng, he is also good enough. It would be great if such talents could join our military. Lin Feng is indeed a rare talent." General Gu, who was sitting at the top, spoke again and said, "The greatest significance of this Olympics should be the emergence of Lin Feng. Our military must find a way to get this Lin Feng." General Gu, Lin Feng's mental power is so strong, and he just happens to lack mental power weapons. We can just give the mental power weapons to Lin Feng to bring the military and Lin Feng closer, so as to win over Lin Feng. Major General Zheng gave a suggestion. This is a good idea. Lin Feng only has one telekinetic weapon. If we give him more telekinetic weapons, we will definitely be able to get closer to him and win him over. General Gu tapped the table with his 5 fingers and said, after this Olympics, I will personally select dozens of telekinetic weapons and give them to Lin Feng. Several, dozens of telekinetic weapons? Major General Zheng widened his eyes. He originally wanted to give Lin Feng a few telekinetic weapons as a token of his appreciation, but General Gu wanted to give Lin Feng dozens of telekinetic weapons. You know, even the cheapest primary telekinetic weapon costs tens of millions each. Dozens of telekinetic weapons, that's more than $1 billion. The third round is about to begin. At this time, Major General Su shouted. Major General Zheng came back to his senses and looked at the holographic projection in the center of the conference room. General Gu and others also looked over. Virtual space, the surrounding snow monsters twisted and dispersed, the snowflakes on the ground gradually melted. The second round of assessments is over. There are now 77 contestants who have not been eliminated. Among them, Lin Feng ranks first with a total score of 200 points. The second place is Li Wuchang, with a total score of 150 points. The third place is Zhao Changming, with a total score of 120 points. The fourth place is Zhou Yuanshan, with a total score of 116 points. Everyone, the second round of assessments is now over. The electronic synthesizer appeared in the light curtain just above the square and said, the points for the second round have come out. Next, the virtual space will automatically calculate the total score based on your performance in the first round. Xiao Lin got a total of 200 points in the second round, plus 30% of the points in the first round. Lin Feng's total score is 230 points. Wu got a total of 150 points in the second round, plus 30% of the points in the first round. Wu's total score this time is 177 points. The voice of the electronic synthesizer echoed over the square. The rankings of everyone were announced. After 2 rounds of competition, Lin Feng still ranked first. The second place was Li Wuchang. This Xiao Lin is amazing. He actually got a total score of 230 points and ranked first. This Xiao Lin is definitely not Li Wuchang, but if Xiao Lin is not Li Wuchang, who else could it be? From the attack methods of this Xiao Lin, he is indeed not Li Wuchang, but I don't know who he is. This Xiao Lin is really amazing. He actually surpassed Li Wuchang. There was a lot of noise all around, and everyone's eyes were all focused on Lin Feng's virtual person. Everyone, we will have the third round of assessment next. This round of assessment is very simple. The contestants at the back can challenge the contestants at the front. If the contestants at the back succeed in the challenge, they can get 50% of the points of the challenged. Of course, if the challenger fails, 50% of the points will be deducted. Please consider carefully whether you want to fight for the last time. The voice of the electronic synth echoed over the square. The people present looked at each other, and no one wanted to challenge others. Everyone knew that those who could rank in the front in the first 2 rounds were all talents and strengths far beyond them. The people in the back challenging the people in the front were almost giving away points. I want to challenge Xiao Lin. Li Wuchang said, quiet. The originally noisy square suddenly became quiet. Everyone's eyes fell on Lin Feng. The electronic synth in the light curtain also looked at Lin Feng and asked, Xiao Lin, do you want to accept the challenge of Wu? If you don't accept the challenge, 50% of the points will be automatically deducted. I accept his challenge. Lin Feng replied. Okay. The electronic synthesizer's voice sounded, and the whole square shook violently. A huge arena rose slowly. The contestants subconsciously took 2 steps back. Lin Feng and Li Wuchang landed on the arena one after another. Xiao Lin, I'm sorry. Li Wuchang clasped his fists and fell towards Lin Feng. Swish. A powerful wave swept across. The fist shadows in the sky fell towards Lin Feng like raindrops, penetrating Lin Feng's body. Even the buildings behind were razed to the ground. What a strong force, worthy of being a 5th-level warrior in the War King realm. Lin Feng dragged out several clones and appeared at the edge of the ring. Before Li Wuchang could come to his senses, several clones of Lin Feng simultaneously condensed the Shinshan seal and fell towards Li Wuchang. Boom. The explosion echoed, the billowing smoke and dust rushed straight into the sky. Li Wuchang looked embarrassed and staggered back. Swish. A dagger suddenly broke through the air. Li Wuchang frowned and dodged, but his arm was still cut by the dagger. The scarlet blood dripped down. That Wu should be Li Wuchang. He was defeated by Xiaolin. He is at the 5th level of the War King realm and is also good at boxing. He is definitely Li Wuchang, but I didn't expect him to be suppressed by Xiaolin, who is at the 2nd level of the War King realm. A monster like Li Wuchang is 3 small realms higher than Xiaolin, and he was suppressed by Xiaolin. The contestants surrounding the ring frowned and looked solemn. Who is this Xiaolin? Chapter 73. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The contestants surrounding the ring frowned. Who is this Xiaolin? Even a genius like Li Wuchang was suppressed by Xiaolin. What a powerful force. Li Wuchang frowned, and his expression became more and more solemn. Lin Feng is not only powerful, but also extremely fast. Coupled with Lin Feng's powerful mental power, Li Wuchang did not dare to use his mental weapon in front of Lin Feng easily. He was also afraid that Lin Feng would suddenly control his mental weapon and eventually use it to attack him. Because of this, he was very frustrated in this battle and could not exert all his strength. It seems that I can only use dragon transformation. Li Wuchang gritted his teeth and madly tempered the dragon blood in his body. Crack. His bones crackled like fried beans, and his whole body quickly grew larger. Dense golden scales appeared on the surface of his skin. At this moment, he was like a dragon. Roar. He roared, and his huge fist fell towards Lin Feng. The dense fist shadows kept falling, shaking the entire ring violently. The rolling smoke and dust rushed straight to the sky. Whoosh. At this time, a black stream of light rushed out from the smoke and dust, and fell directly towards Li Wuchang. Li Wuchang moved sideways, and his arm was still crossed by the black stream of light. Sparks flew everywhere. Only a shallow white mark appeared on Li Wuchang's arm. Good guy, this guy's martial arts is really powerful. His defense has increased so much in an instant. Even my telekinetic weapon can't break his defense. Lin Feng appeared at the edge of the ring, with a more solemn look on his face. After Li Wuchang performed dragon transformation, not only did his defense become stronger, but his speed and strength became even stronger. If Lin Feng hadn't used telekinesis to control the stone and push him to the side, he would have been killed instantly by Li Wuchang. Boom! Before Lin Feng could think about it, Li Wuchang attacked again. Dense fist shadows fell again. While Lin Feng used phantom clone to dodge, he also used mental telekinesis to control his body, making every position of his body perfect, just enough to avoid Li Wuchang's attack. For a moment, Li Wuchang's fist couldn't touch Lin Feng at all. The dragon transformation, he is indeed Li Wuchang. I didn't expect Xiaolin to be able to dodge all of Li Wuchang's attacks. No, Xiaolin's speed is getting faster and faster. Xiaolin is using his mental power to control his body, making it faster, and every time he lands, it's more perfect. No way, Xiaolin is using Li Wuchang as a whetstone to hone his body skills. Xiaolin's body skills are almost close to perfection. Xiaolin's body skills have reached perfection. That there was a lot of noise all around. Lin Feng's speed is getting faster and faster. Every time Lin Feng moves a little bit inadvertently, he can just avoid Li Wuchang's attack, and this is also one of the characteristics of a perfect body skill. This guy used me as a whetstone. During my battle, his body skills were actually honed to perfection. Li Wuchang's face twitched. Even his body skills have not reached perfection, but in the process of fighting with him, Lin Feng's body skills were tempered to perfection. This is definitely a monster. Swish. Li Wuchang threw another punch. When his fist was about to fall on Lin Feng, his fist suddenly deviated a few points. Lin Feng just turned his head and easily avoided his attack. He actually used mental power to affect my attack. Li Wuchang frowned. He never thought that Lin Feng's control over mental power would improve so quickly. The most important thing is that Lin Feng can actually use mental power to affect his attack. How powerful is this mental power? Crack. At this time, Li Wuchang's bones made a sound like frying beans again. Li Wuchang's body began to shrink, and the scales on his body gradually faded. No, I'm reaching my limit. Li Wuchang frowned. Dragon transformation is indeed powerful, but with his current strength, he can't hold on for long. In just a short moment, all the scales on his body had faded away, his body also returned to its normal size, swish. Lin Feng seized the opportunity and used the divine mountain seal to smash at him. Not good. Li Wuchang's pupils shrank, and he could only watch the divine mountain seal in Lin Feng's hand continue to expand in front of him. Boom. The explosion echoed. Li Wuchang was completely engulfed by the billowing smoke and dust. Lin Feng's telekinetic weapon shuttled rapidly in the smoke and dust. Wait until the smoke and dust dissipated, and Li Wuchang appeared in everyone's sight again. However, Li Wuchang's figure twisted rapidly and finally dissipated. In the third round, Li Wuchang was eliminated directly. Li Wuchang's ranking also disappeared. Li Wuchang was eliminated? No way, Li Wuchang was actually eliminated. It's okay that Li Wuchang didn't succeed in the challenge, but he was actually eliminated in the end. Li Wuchang was actually eliminated directly in the end. The scene was noisy. The electronic synthetic man appeared again in the light curtain above the square and said, "Everyone, do you have any more challenges?" Quiet. The whole square was quiet in an instant. Everyone looked at each other and did not initiate any new challenges. After 10 seconds, if no one challenges again, the final ranking of this Olympics will be determined. 10. 9. 8. 7. 2. 1. The final ranking has been determined. Everyone please leave within 3 minutes. Your true identity will be announced in 1 minute. Thank you for participating in this Olympics. The electronic synths twisted and dispersed. The final ranking also appeared on the screen. The first place was Shaolin. The second place was Ha. The third place was Gao Shan. Is this the end? I'll exit the virtual space first. Lin Feng muttered to himself, and the distortion dissipated, exiting the virtual space, but the rest of the contestants still stayed in the virtual space and did not leave. They all wanted to see who Shaolin who ranked first was. 1 minute passed quickly. The identities of the contestants were announced one after another. Ha, who ranked second, is Zhao Changming, the former top scorer of Shanchuan province. Gao Shan, who ranked third, is Zhou Yuanshan, the former top scorer of Beiyang province. In the last Olympic Games, Zhou Yuanshan barely made it into the top 10. I didn't expect him to be ranked third this time. Look at Xiaolin, who ranked first. He is a senior high school student of Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School. What? The first place in this Olympic Games is a vocational high school student. The contestants were stunned when they saw the true identity displayed on the screen. The Olympic championship this time was won by a vocational high school student. This is too outrageous. Chapter 76. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Director Zhou, hello. Lin Feng smiled. Hello, Lin Feng. Zhou Tianhai smiled and said, I came here this time for the same purpose as Director Li, that is, to recruit you. I have prepared the special recruitment contract. Zhou Tianhai took the contract from the assistant's hand, handed it to Lin Feng, and continued, Yanjing University has prepared an S-level special recruitment contract for you. As long as you sign this special recruitment contract, you don't have to take the college entrance examination anymore. In addition, Yanjing University will give you 40 million training funds every year. In addition, after you sign the contract, Yanjing University will give you 2 intermediate telekinetic weapons. Director Zhou, when did your Shuemu University's S-level contract become a 40 million training fund every year? Li Wuya, who was sitting next to him, frowned and said, also, why did you give away 2 telekinetic weapons? Director Li, sometimes arriving early is not necessarily a good thing. Zhou Tianhai raised the corner of his mouth and laughed. The contract can be changed before the signing. My S-class contract of Yanjing University should be better than the S-class contract of Mizuki University. You will never lose to Yanjing University. Director Zhou, you are too shameless. The refining fund has been raised to 40 million, and you can choose 2 intermediate power weapons. This. Lin Feng hesitated. Both universities are pretty good. This is really not easy to choose. No way, Shuemu University and Yenjing University are actually fighting for Lin Feng. The admissions director of Shuemu University and the admissions director of Yenjing University are actually fighting over Lin Feng. Fuck, Lin Feng is too amazing. Yenjing University and Shuemu University are fighting for him at the same time. Yenjing University and Shuemu University are the two best universities in the whole Dragon Country, and these two universities are fighting for Lin Feng at the same time. The students in the cafeteria spoke up one after another, exclaiming in admiration. The whole cafeteria was noisy. The brothers Gao Yang and Gao Feng were even more stunned. Lin Feng, don't rush to choose, wait and see. Wang Haixing's voice sounded in Lin Feng's ears again. Lin Feng nodded, looked at Zhou Tianhai on the side, and said, Director Zhou, sit down and eat first, and talk after dinner. Okay. Zhou Tianhai sat opposite Lin Feng. Huh, Lin Feng, congratulations. A familiar voice came. Lin Feng turned his head and saw a tall square-faced man walking towards him with a smile on his face. This square-faced man was Gao Haifeng, the general manager of Jianghai Tianlong Martial Arts School. Gao Haifeng, the general manager of Jianghai Tianlong Martial Arts School. Why is Director Gao here too? That's not right. Tianlong Martial Arts School doesn't have a university. What is Tianlong Martial Arts School doing here? Yes, Tianlong Martial Arts School doesn't have a university. What is Tianlong Martial Arts School doing here? What is Director Gao doing here? The classmates around him whispered. Gao Haifeng walked straight to Lin Feng and found that Zhou Tianhai and Li Wuya were both there, so he smiled and said, Director Zhou, Director Li, you guys are here so soon. Lin Feng eliminated Li Wuchang. Facing such a genius, if he was a step slower, wouldn't he be fooled by others? Li Wuya glanced at Zhou Tianhai next to him with a hint of meaning. Zhou Tianhai said nonchalantly, if you want to recruit geniuses, speed is definitely the most important thing. By the way, Director Gao, your Tianlong Martial Arts School doesn't have a university. What are you doing here? Lin Feng has agreed to join the Tianlong training camp. He is also half a member of the Tianlong Martial Arts School. He won the first place in the Olympic Games this time. I must come to congratulate him. Gao Haifeng said as a matter of course. Lin Feng has already joined the Tianlong training camp. Zhou Tianhai widened his eyes, stunned for a long time, and exclaimed, you are worthy of being Director Gao. Lin Feng hasn't taken the college entrance examination yet, and hasn't won the provincial champion yet, but you have already pulled Lin Feng to the Tianlong training camp. You have a good eye. Of course, I have always been very accurate in judging people. Gao Haifeng smiled and said, Lin Feng, congratulations on winning the first place in this Olympic Games. Director Gao, thank you. Lin Feng smiled. Lin Feng, it's too early for you to say thank you now. Gao Haifeng said with a smile, according to the rules of my Tianlong Martial Arts School, anyone from my Tianlong Martial Arts School who wins a national award can get a reward. You are about to join the Tianlong training camp, and you are also considered a member of the Tianlong Martial Arts School. So this time you won the first place in the Olympic Games, you can get a reward from the Tianlong Martial Arts School. Gao Haifeng raised his mouth and continued, I have seen your performance in the Olympic Games, and I know that your mental power is very strong, but you are now lacking a mental weapon. So I applied to the higher-ups. The higher-ups are willing to reward you with a high-level mental weapon. Lin Feng. Lin Feng took a breath of cold air. A high-level telekinetic weapon is worth at least hundreds of millions. Some expensive telekinetic weapons cost more than $1 billion. The reward from Tianlong Martial Arts School is really generous. Tianlong Martial Arts School is actually going to give Lin Feng a high-level telekinetic weapon. Tianlong Martial Arts School is really rich. I really envy Lin Feng. I really envy Lin Feng. I can actually get a high-level telekinetic weapon. The students in the cafeteria looked at Lin Feng with envy. Lin Feng, as long as it is a telekinetic weapon within 2 billion, you can choose it. Gao Haifeng smiled and continued, then you can go directly to the Blue Star Fighting Network to choose it. After you have chosen it, just click on Tianlong Martial Arts School to pay for it. Director Gao, thank you. Lin Feng said gratefully. Lin Feng, you won the first place in the Olympic Games, which is also a glory for Tianlong Martial Arts School. Rewarding you with a high-level telekinetic weapon is nothing to Tianlong Martial Arts School. You should know that Tianlong Martial Arts School was founded by Ning Yang, the strongest man in Blue Star. This little thing is not worth mentioning to the chief director. Gao Haifeng said with a smile. Lin Feng nodded. Tianlong Martial Arts School has a profound foundation and a strong background. A high-level telekinetic weapon is indeed nothing to Tianlong Martial Arts School. Chapter 77. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Gao Haifeng found a seat and sat down. He looked at Li Wuya and Zhou Tianhai who were sitting next to Lin Feng and asked, Director Li, Director Zhou, your two top schools in Dragon Country are here to recruit Lin Feng at the same time. What level of contract have you prepared for Lin Feng? S-level contract. Li Wuya replied. I also prepared an S-level contract here. Zhou Tianhai also spoke up. Only an S-level contract. Gao Haifeng curled his lips and said, I remember that the S-level contract of your two famous schools is 30 million training funds per year, plus an intermediate telekinetic weapon, right? Director Gao, the S-level contract I gave Lin Feng is 40 million training funds per year, plus 2 intermediate telekinetic weapons. Zhou Tianhai corrected. It's the same here. Li Wuya followed. Gao Haifeng shook his head. Why are these two famous schools so stingy? Lin Feng eliminated Li Wuchang directly. Is this worth an S-level special recruitment contract? Gao Haifeng turned his head to look at Lin Feng and said without disguising, Lin Feng, in my opinion, you should not rush to agree to them. These two universities are too stingy. I guess there will be more sincere schools coming to recruit you later. Zhou Tianhai. Li Wuya. Zhou Tianhai and Li Wuya's faces twitched. If Gao Haifeng was not the general director of Tianlong Martial Arts School in Jianghai City, they would have scolded Gao Haifeng. What's going on? Why are there so many military people here? Fuck, why are there so many military people in the school? So many military people. A noisy voice suddenly rang in the cafeteria. Dozens of men in neat military uniforms came to the cafeteria in an orderly manner. Dozens of men stood at the gate, spreading out to both sides and making way. A square-faced man with gray hair strode to the cafeteria. Behind him were a slightly fat man and a thin man. The square-faced man leading the group seems to be General Gu Qingyang from the military headquarters. General Gu Qingyang. It's him. Is General Gu here for Lin Feng? The Olympic Games was originally held by the military. Now General Gu is here, it must be because of Lin Feng. Lin Feng alarmed General Gu. The students whispered. Gu Qingyang walked straight towards Lin Feng without looking around. General Gu. Li Wuya stood up first. General Gu, long time no see. Zhou Tianhai stood up, even Gao Haifeng stood up. Director Li, Director Zhou, Director Gao, long time no see. Gu Qingyang smiled and said, you don't have to be so polite, sit down. Gu Qingyang found a seat and sat down with everyone. He looked at Lin Feng next to him and introduced himself. Hello, Lin Feng, I am Gu Qingyang from the Longhua Military Region Headquarters. I am responsible for organizing the Olympic Games you are participating in this time. I came here this time to give you a reward. Give you a reward? I have already received the 10 million reward. Lin Feng replied. That 10 million is not the entire reward. Gu Qingyang shook his head and continued, you won the first place in the Olympic Games this time. In addition to the 10 million reward, the military will also give you 38 intermediate telekinetic weapons and 2 advanced telekinetic weapons, a total of 40 telekinetic weapons. Now you can go directly to the Blue Star Fighting Network to select 40 telekinetic weapons, and then you can directly choose the military to pay for it. Lin Feng. Lin Feng's expression froze. An intermediate telekinetic weapon is at least hundreds of millions. 38 telekinetic weapons are already nearly 10 billion, add 2 advanced telekinetic weapons, it's more than 10 billion, in other words, this time the military took out a total of more than 10 billion to reward Lin Feng. Fuck, the military is crazy. They actually gave such a generous reward to Lin Feng. The military is too crazy, giving more than 10 billion to reward Lin Feng. No, the military's reward can't be so generous. I think the military is likely to win over Lin Feng. You know what, the military probably really wants to win over Lin Feng, otherwise the military wouldn't have given such a generous reward to reward Lin Feng. Lin Feng is amazing, he actually received such attention from the military. The students in the cafeteria looked at Lin Feng with envy, the brothers Gao Feng and Gao Yang couldn't help but take a breath, this reward is really too generous, even Zhou Tianhai and Li Wuya next to them were dumbfounded, the military gave such a generous reward, it must not just be to reward Lin Feng, the military there must be other purposes. Before the two of them could think about it, Gu Qingyang spoke again and said, Lin Feng, I wonder if you have heard of Longjun University. Longjun University? Lin Feng nodded, I have heard of it. I heard that this university is very mysterious, and it only recruits a few students every year. Yes, Longjun University is a university founded by the Longhua military. This university recruits some top talents from various countries on Blue Star every year. I came here this time, in addition to giving you a reward, I also want to invite you to join Longjun University. Gu Qingyang took out a contract, handed it to Lin Feng, and said, this is the SSS level special recruitment contract of Longjun University. As long as you sign the contract, Longjun University will give you 300 million yuan in training funds every year. In addition, you can also get 2 additional high-level telekinetic weapons. Lin Feng. Lin Feng was stunned, he didn't expect that the conditions offered by Longjun University would be so good. 300 million training funds per year, plus 2 advanced telekinetic weapons, it's worthy of being called Longjun University. Longjun University, this is a better university than Yanjing University and Shuemu University. I didn't expect General Gu to come and recruit Lin Feng to Longjun University. Fuck, someone from our vocational high school actually got into Longjun University. A vocational high school student was specially invited by General Gu to enter Longjun University. This will definitely make the headlines. Lin Feng is amazing. He was actually specially invited to Longjun University, that the classmates couldn't hide their envious eyes. Zhou Tianhai and Li Wuya were caught off guard by Gu Qingyang. Longjun University was supposed to be better than Yanjing University and Shuemu University. Now Longjun University has also taken out an SSS-level special recruitment contract, full of sincerity, as long as you are a normal person, you know how to choose. Lin Feng, what do you think, are you willing to come to Longjun University? Gu Qingyang's voice sounded again. Lin Feng, Longjun University can be said to be the best university in the country, and they have brought out an SSS-level special recruitment contract. This contract can be signed. Wang Haixing whispered in Lin Feng's ear, even Gao Haifeng, who was sitting next to him, nodded slightly. Chapter 78. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The SSS-level special recruitment contract that Gu Qingyang brought out was indeed very sincere. In addition, Longjun University is the best university in the entire Longhua, so Lin Feng naturally had no reason to refuse. Coming back to his senses, Lin Feng nodded and said, General Gu, I am willing to join Longjun University. Gu Qingyang breathed a sigh of relief and said with a smile, you just need to sign the back of the contract. After that, you can go online to choose telekinetic weapons and choose the Longhua military to pay for it. Okay. Lin Feng picked up the pen next to him and signed his name. After Lin Feng signed the contract, Gu Qingyang came to Lin Feng and stretched out his hand and said, Lin Feng, congratulations on joining Longjun University. Thank you. Lin Feng shook hands with Gu Qingyang. People from Shanghai University are here too. People from Xingqin University are here. No way, so many universities are here to recruit Lin Feng. A noisy voice sounded, dozens of men and women walked into the cafeteria one after another, all these men and women were wearing cultural shirts from their respective schools. A group of people came to the cafeteria and immediately walked towards Lin Feng. Hello, Lin Feng. I am Huang Qian, the director of the admissions office of Shanghai University. I am here to recruit you to join Shanghai University. This is our Shanghai University's S-level special recruitment contract. One of the white and fat middle-aged men took out a contract and handed it to Lin Feng. Hello, Lin Feng. I am Gao Wuming, the director of the admissions office of Xinqian University. I am also here to recruit you to join Xinqian University. This is our Xinqian University's S-level special recruitment contract. Lin Feng, I am Li Xing, the director of the admissions office of Chaoyang University. This is our Chaoyang University's S-level special recruitment contract. Lin Feng, I am Su Ming, the director of the admissions office of Shanchuan University. This is our Shanchuan University's S-level special recruitment contract. The people around gathered around and took out the contract and handed it to Lin Feng. Seeing this, Gu Qingyang, who was sitting next to him, stood up and said with a smile, "Everyone, I'm sorry, Lin Feng has been specially recruited by my Longjun University." Lin Feng has just signed the special recruitment contract of Longjun University. From now on, Lin Feng is a student of my Longjun University. Silence. The noisy surroundings suddenly became quiet. The directors of the admissions office froze in place. They never thought that Longjun University would move so fast. Longjun University is too fast. No, what contract did Longjun University give Lin Feng? Lin Feng signed the contract so quickly. Yes, what contract did Longjun University give Lin Feng? The directors of the admissions office frowned and muttered. Gu Qingyang looked at Lin Feng and smiled. Lin Feng, it's getting late, I should go back, I won't bother you. General Gu, let me see you off. Lin Feng said. Gu Qingyang waved his hand. No, my smart fighter is outside, you don't have to send me off. After that, Gu Qingyang left the cafeteria. General Gu, it's a good thing we came quickly. If we had come a little later, Lin Feng might have really been fooled by the admissions directors of those universities to sign those rubbish contracts. The thin man next to him spoke. This thin man was Major General Su Yuan of the Longwa Military Region Headquarters. Gu Qingyang raised his mouth and said, Lin Feng not only won the first place in the Olympic Games, but also eliminated Li Wuchang, which will naturally attract the attention of major universities. I'm afraid that other admissions directors of other universities will come to recruit Lin Feng later. General Gu, you are still farsighted and signed Lin Feng first. Su Yuan said with a smile. Major General Su, stop flattering me. Gu Qingyang raised his mouth and was in a good mood. General Gu, the call to the Jianghai Municipal Education Bureau has finally been connected. At this time, a slightly fat man walked up quickly. This man is also a major general of the Longwa Military Region Headquarters. His name is Xing Ming. The guys from the Jianghai Municipal Education Bureau finally answered the phone. I have to ask them carefully, why a genius like Lin Feng would study in a vocational high school. Gu Qingyang snorted and took Xing Ming's phone. On the other side, Jianghai Municipal Education Bureau, Director Luo Nian sat at his desk, processing the documents in his hands. Beep. At this time, his cell phone rang suddenly. He glanced at it and found that it was an unfamiliar number, so he hung up immediately. Beep. The next second, his cell phone rang again. It was still the same unfamiliar number just now. Who keeps calling me? Luo Nian frowned, but still answered the phone. A slightly plump virtual person appeared in front of Luo Nian. The virtual person was dressed in military uniform, and he looked extraordinary. Hello, are you Luo Nian, the director of Jianghai City Education Bureau? The virtual person spoke. It's me. Luo Nian nodded. Hello, Director Luo, I am Major General Xing Ming of the Longwa Military Region Headquarters. I called you this time to consult you about something. Okay, you can ask anything you want to ask directly. Director Luo, please wait a moment, General Gu will consult you personally. General Gu? Luo Nian's old face twitched. There are not many generals in Longwa, there are even fewer generals with the surname Gu. When he heard General Gu, a figure suddenly appeared in Luo Nian's mind. Before Luo Nian could think about it, a gray-haired virtual person appeared in front of Luo Nian. Seeing this virtual person, Luo Nian's breathing became rapid, and he stood up in a hurry. General Gu, why did you call me? Director Luo, I called you because I have something to ask you. Gu Qingyang said slowly with his hands behind his back, have you heard of Lin Feng from Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School? Lin Feng. I know. Gu Qingyang nodded and said, Lin Feng is a genius. This year's provincial champion in the college entrance examination is very likely to be Lin Feng. General Gu, how did you know Lin Feng? Lin Feng just won the first place in the military Olympiad. Gu Qingyang replied, Luo Nian. Luo Nian's eyes widened like copper bells. After a while, he came back to his senses and exclaimed, Lin Feng won the first place in the military Olympiad? No, I heard that the military Olympiads held by the previous provincial college entrance examination champions will participate every year. Lin Feng won the first place in that Olympiad? Lin Feng not only won the first place in the Olympiad, but also eliminated Li Wuchang. Gu Qingyang added, Luo Nian's pupils trembled and froze in place. Even Li Wuchang was eliminated by Lin Feng. Lin Feng is still just a high school student. Director Luo, I called you this time just to ask you, why would a genius like Lin Feng go to a vocational high school? Is this how you train talents in Jianghai City? Gu Qingyang's voice suddenly turned cold. Chapter 79. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Luo Nian finally understood that Gu Qingyang had clearly called him to ask for an explanation. This matter had become a big deal, even the military had personally asked about this matter. Zhang Daqiang, that idiot. He's in trouble now. Luo Nian muttered. Director Luo, what did you say? Gu Qingyang spoke again. Luo Nian came back to his senses and waved his hand. General Gu, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about Zhang Daqiang, the principal of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. Lin Feng was originally a student of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. But later, Lin Feng's supreme spiritual vein was dug out, and he lay in the hospital for 2 years before he fully recovered. After that, Lin Feng went to Jianghai No. 1 Middle School and wanted to resume his student status, but Zhang Daqiang was afraid that Lin Feng would lower the enrollment rate of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School, so he refused to let Lin Feng resume his student status. Doesn't Zhang Daqiang know how to test Lin Feng with a testing instrument? Gu Qingyang frowned. Luo Nian sighed and said, General Gu, you also know that it costs money to open the test instrument every time. It only costs tens of thousands to open the test instrument once. Can't a school principal even take out this little money? Gu Qingyang's expression gradually darkened. His voice became colder and colder. What about other schools? Don't other schools want to accept Lin Feng? General Gu, after Lin Feng was rejected by Jianghai No. 1 Middle School, he immediately went to other schools, and other schools also refused to let Lin Feng enroll. Luo Nian replied. The leaders of these schools really do nothing. Gu Qingyang put his hands behind his back, snorted, and said, Director Luo, I'm afraid you have to deal with the school leaders in Jianghai City. If you really can't handle it, I can send someone to take your place and help you deal with those school leaders. Luo Nian. Luo Nian's old face twitched, and he instantly understood what Gu Qingyang meant. Gu Qingyang wants to replace him as the director of Jianghai City Education Bureau. General Gu, don't bother me so much. I will deal with the leaders of the colleges and universities in Jianghai City. Luo Nian said hurriedly. Okay, I'll give you another chance. Gu Qingyang was silent for a moment, and then said, by the way, I hope you can deal with Zhang Daqiang's matter. I don't want to see talents lost because of Zhang Daqiang. General Gu, don't worry, I will handle it. Luo Nian replied seriously. Swish. Gu Qingyang's virtual person twisted and dissipated. Luo Nian slumped in the chair and breathed a long sigh of relief. Good luck, almost got replaced. The leaders of those colleges and universities are really good at making trouble for me. Luo Nian was silent for a moment, and shouted, Xiao Luo, call Secretary Li. Okay, master. The artificial intelligence in the office replied, and then a virtual tall middle-aged woman appeared in the center of the office. The woman held the document, looked at Luo Nian, and asked, Director Luo, what do you want to do? Secretary Li, it's like this, you immediately draft a document to cancel the annual bonuses of all the leaders of the city's famous high schools. Ah. Director Luo, why do you suddenly cancel the bonuses of the leaders of those famous schools? Secretary Li curled his lips. Because they did something wrong. Luo Nian snorted, and continued, in addition, all the leaders of the famous schools will be punished once. Record once. Secretary Li widened his eyes. By the way, you apply for a tenfold annual bonus for the leaders of Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School. In addition, all the leaders of Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School will be rewarded with a great merit once. Luo Nian looked serious. Secretary Li was dumbfounded. Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School is about to take off. Okay, let's do this for now. You go and draft the documents first. Luo Nian hung up the phone and snorted, next, it's time to deal with Zhang Daqiang. Jianghai No. 1 Middle School, Principal Zhang Daqiang sat in his office, paying attention to the Olympic Games held by the military this year. How is this possible? Lin Feng actually won the first place in the Olympic Games. No way, even the captain of the Northern Military Region, Li Wuchang, was eliminated by Lin Feng. Lin Feng, a high school student, broke through to the War King realm so quickly. And his mental power is too exaggerated. Zhang Daqiang watched the entire Olympic Games and completely collapsed in his chair. He never thought that Lin Feng, who was refused to resume his student status by him, would become so dazzling. He missed a provincial champion. Beep. Zhang Daqiang's cell phone rang suddenly. Luo. Director Luo. Why did Director Luo call me? Zhang Daqiang had a bad feeling in his heart. He answered the phone, and Luo Nian's virtual person appeared in front of him. Principal Zhang, I have read the documents you applied for transfer to the Education Bureau before. Luo Nian spoke. Zhang Daqiang's heart trembled, and he hurriedly said, Luo. Director Luo, my transfer documents have been approved. Luo Nian nodded, yes, your transfer documents have been approved. However, there is no position here at the Education Bureau. Since you want to transfer, then I can only transfer you to the Mountain Primary School as the principal of the primary school. Zhang Daqiang. Zhang Daqiang widened his eyes and stared at Luo Nian's virtual person. After a while, he gritted his teeth and said, Director Luo, I have paid so much over the years, and in the end you transferred me to the Mountain Primary School as the principal of the primary school. Aren't you kidding me? Principal Zhang, since you don't want to be the principal of the Mountain Primary School, then you can go to the Mountain Primary School to be an ordinary teacher. Luo Nian spoke again. Director Luo, you've gone too far. Zhang Daqiang said angrily, I want to complain to you. Okay, you can complain to the Ministry of Education directly. Luo Nian hung up the phone. Zhang Daqiang. Zhang Daqiang's expression froze and he slumped in his chair. How could he not have thought that Luo Nian would transfer him to the mountainous area to be a teacher in the mountainous area? Old leader. I'll ask the old leader for help. Zhang Daqiang hurriedly picked up his mobile phone and called Zhang Huaimin. The call was connected, and Zhang Huaimin's virtual person appeared in front of Zhang Daqiang. Old leader, you have to help me. You must help me this time. Zhang Daqiang saw Zhang Huaimin's virtual person and immediately shouted excitedly. Zhang Huaimin sighed and said, Director Luo wants to transfer you away. Yes, Director Luo just called me and said he wanted to transfer me to the mountainous area to be a primary school teacher in the mountainous area. Old leader, you must help me. Zhang Daqiang looked at Zhang Huaimin's virtual person expectantly. Principal Zhang, I really can't help you this time. Zhang Huaimin shook his head and said, because General Gu from the Longhua Military Region Headquarters personally asked about Lin Feng's enrollment in Jianghai City Vocational Auto Repair High School. Chapter 80. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Zhang Daqiang was completely powerless and completely limp. there were only a few generals in the entire Dragon Kingdom. There were only a handful of generals with the surname Gu. Zhang Duqiang had vaguely guessed who the General Gu that Zhang Huaimin was talking about was. If that General Gu had really asked about Lin Feng's enrollment in Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School and knew that he refused to let Lin Feng resume his enrollment, then he could understand why Luo Nian transferred him to the mountainous area to be a mountain teacher. Even if Luo Nian didn't do this, that General Gu would probably do it. In fact, General Gu might do something even more cruel. Principal Zhang, don't even think about finding connections. It's useless no matter who you find now. Zhang Huaimin sighed and said, because of you, Director Luo almost lost his position as director of the Education Bureau. Director Luo transferred you to the mountainous area as a teacher, which is already a bargain for you. Luo. Director Luo almost lost his position as director. Zhang Duqiang took a breath and asked, Old leader, the General Gu you mentioned, is he Gu Qingyang from the military headquarters? Yes, it's Gu Qingyang. Zhang Huaimin replied and hung up the phone. The virtual person in the center of the room also twisted and dispersed. Zhang Duqiang was completely desperate and stunned. He was really finished this time. Yanjing City, Yanyan Villa, Liang Yan, dressed elegantly, held a tall red wine glass, leaned against the table, and looked at the holographic projection in the center of the hall. At this moment, the holographic projection was playing the scene of Lin Feng participating in the Olympic Games. Click. At this time, Liang Yan's slender hand suddenly exerted force. The tall red wine glass in her hand exploded. The red wine spilled all over the floor. Damn it, I have already taken away Lin Feng's supreme spiritual veins, how can he still be so powerful? Liang Yan bit her red lips tightly. He broke through to the War King realm so quickly, and he also eliminated Li Wuchang. Is he a monster? Liang Yan turned her head and looked at Lin Zhantian who was sitting on the sofa, and said, Lin Zhantian, I asked you to dig out Lin Feng's eyes a long time ago. Now it's better, it's even harder for you to dig out Lin Feng's eyes now. It's really hard to dig out Lin Feng's eyes now. Lin Zhantian nodded. Lin Zhantian, I think you just can't bear to part with your precious son Lin Feng. If you really want to dig out Lin Feng's eyes, you would have done it a long time ago. Since you don't do it, then I'll do it for you. Liang Yan gritted her teeth. Lin Zhantian raised his head and said slowly, Liang Yan, if you take action now, the military and Tianlong martial arts school will probably not let you go. Military? Tianlong martial arts school. What does it have to do with them if I dig out Lin Feng's eyes? Liang Yan frowned. Lin Feng is about to enter the Tianlong training camp. Lin Zhantian paused and continued, a warrior who enters the Tianlong training camp is equivalent to half of the Tianlong martial arts school. If you touch Lin Feng at this time, will the Tianlong martial arts school let you go? Damn it! Lin Feng actually got the qualification to enter the Tianlong training camp. How can his luck be so good? Liang Yan's face twitched. By the way, you said that if I touch Lin Feng, the military will not let me go. What's going on? Just now, Lin Feng was specially recruited by Longjun University. Lin Zhantian thought for a moment and added, General Gu went to Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School in person and gave Lin Feng an SSS-level special recruitment contract. General Gu went there in person. And it's an SSS-level special recruitment contract. Liang Yan widened her eyes and stood there as if petrified. Lin Feng is soaring to the sky. If she touches Lin Feng again now, she will inevitably suffer crazy revenge from the Tianlong Martial Arts School and the Longhua military. Lin Zhantian, I think you didn't dig out Lin Feng's eyes before. You just want to keep Lin Feng. Liang Yan said angrily, now it's all right, everything is as you wish. What should we do with Huantian now? If Huantian can't get Lin Feng's eyes, he can't exert the true power of the supreme spiritual vein. I will find a way for Huantian. Lin Zhantian said. You will find a way. If you really have a way, you would have solved it long ago. Men's mouths are lies. I will solve this matter myself. Liang Yan turned her head and left. At this time, she can only send out the dead soldiers. Jianghai City, Mingyue Community, Lin Feng returned home, immediately turned on the computer, and entered the Blue Star Fighting Network to select telekinetic weapons. This time, Tianlong Martial Arts School gave Lin Feng a high-level telekinetic weapon, and the Dragon Country military gave Lin Feng 4 high-level telekinetic weapons and 38 intermediate telekinetic weapons. Now Lin Feng can choose a total of 43 telekinetic weapons online. Let's take a look at the advanced telekinetic weapons, right? Lin Feng decisively opened the interface of advanced telekinetic weapons and checked the advanced telekinetic weapons inside. The cheapest advanced telekinetic weapons here cost more than $1 billion, the more expensive telekinetic weapons cost even more than several billion. However, telekinetic weapons are not the more expensive the better, but they must be suitable. For example, Lin Feng. Because he has to control a lot of telekinetic weapons, Lin Feng likes smaller telekinetic weapons. This kind of telekinetic weapon has fast speed, good concealment, and strong lethality. This telekinetic weapon is not bad. Lin Feng found a palm-sized lotus-shaped advanced telekinetic weapon. This advanced telekinetic weapon can be enlarged and shrunk, and there is a small space inside the lotus that can be used to store items. The most important thing is that this lotus can also be turned into a ring and worn on the finger. Holy Lotus. This advanced telekinetic weapon is quite good. Lin Feng took a look at the price and found that the Holy Lotus needed 2.2 billion Blue Star coins. 2.2 billion, this price is too expensive. I wonder if the military will help me pay for such an expensive telekinetic weapon. Lin Feng muttered, clicked to buy, and chose the Dragon Country military as the payment object. Payment successful, Blue Star Fighting Network will ship it to you as soon as possible. A prompt appeared on the computer. Lin Feng also breathed a sigh of relief. The military is really fast. As soon as he chose to pay, the military immediately approved the request. Take a look at other telekinetic weapons. Lin Feng continued to look back, and his eyes fell on a high-level telekinetic weapon shaped like a silver needle. This high-level telekinetic weapon is called Drinking Blood. Drinking Blood has a special ability, that is, after passing through a person's body, it will immediately swallow and absorb the opponent's flesh and blood. This telekinetic weapon called Drinking Blood is pretty good. It's just that the price is a little bit high. This telekinetic weapon costs 2.5 billion Blue Star coins, which is more expensive than the Holy Lotus just now. Lin Feng muttered to himself, and finally chose to buy 4 blood drinkers. The payers are naturally the Dragon Country military and Tianlong Martial Arts School. Payment successful, Blue Star Fighting Network will ship it to you as soon as possible. The prompt appears again.